Good evening, Toastmasters and distinguished Toastmasters and guests. My name is Regina Ismail. And I will be the surgeon at arms for today's meet. Welcome to the online joint meeting of Toastmasters, Blending Beyond Borders, Eloquent Elite Toastmasters Club, meeting number 61, and St. Paul Toastmasters Club, meeting number 98, and Indian Academy Toastmasters Club, meeting number 155. I'm pleased and proud to be your surgeon at arms for today's meet. I'm very happy to present the mission of Toastmasters. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. In the online meeting environment, there are few housekeeping policies that we request everyone to follow. Please rename yourself as follows to help the Zoom master spotlight you appropriately. All role players have already been informed about how they need to rename themselves. All Toastmasters not playing any role, please prefix TM to your name. All other guests, please prefix your name with guest. Please take 10 seconds for this activity. Please put on silent mode your phones and all other noise-making devices and remove any other distraction around you. Please take 5 seconds to do so. Please keep your audio on mute throughout the meeting and unmute your microphone only whenever you are invited to speak. Please keep your video cameras on. Speak to feel nice to see people's faces, and the visual aspect of synchronous communication has obvious benefits. Please avoid unnecessary movements or sipping on drinks or eating when your video is on. Please turn off video in case you need to do so or when you have to step away. Please do not type in the general chat box when a speaker is speaking, as it distracts the speaker. You may type message to specific persons. Please use the chat on Zoom to provide feedback directly to the speaker after the speech is over. Do not click on share screen unless your speech or role requires you to do so. Please share screen after informing that you are sharing with permission to the chair. If you are speaker, then please ensure you pin the timer to confirm that the timer screen is visible for you. Please note that this meeting is being recorded. Please stay back to network after the meeting. It's my privilege to introduce the presiding officer of the day, distinguished Toastmaster Renosh Thomas. With over 2 decades of telecom and IT experience in India and Middle East, coach and creative thinker, and loves organizing programs for children and teens. Member of Toastmaster since 2019 and currently serving as VP Education at St. Paul Toastmasters, Bahrain. He is a leader and counselor of St. Paul Gavel. He is a leader who optimizes the rise value of Toastmasters. R for respect, I for integrity, S for service, and E for excellence. Over to your presiding officer.
Thank you, Sir Dams. A big round of applause to Toastmaster Regina for that warm welcome to each and every one of us. First, let me call Eloquent Elites meeting number 61, St. Paul Toastmasters meeting number 98, Indian Academy Toastmasters meeting number 155 to order. First, let me call in some of the guests. I know we have a few people in this online meeting today, but we do have some invitees. Obviously, the Toastmaster today will be introducing the person, but just to say hi to them, and if they could just say a few words before we begin. So we have here our evaluator who's invitee today, Toastmaster Kunal. If you could just say hi and just introduce yourself to all of us.
Hello everyone, I'm Kunal Jani and I'm from another club in District 98. All Elite Advanced Toastmasters Club, and I'm here to evaluate Girija's speech. Nice to
Right.
see you
Okay.
all.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Big round of applause to welcome Toastmaster Kunal all the way from India. But right now you are
Germany.
staying at
He's
you're
from
staying at
Germany.
I'm from Germany. I'm in Germany right now.
Germany. Right. So I think a couple of hours behind us. All right, good. So we've got people pretty much from different parts of the world. Can I also ask Toastmaster Ashish Kalesh? He's also an invitee guest, but Gurmenu for
Yeah.
today. But just say hi and introduce yourself.
Hi, hello everyone. I am Ashish Kale. I am from Mulund Toastmasters Club, which is from Mumbai, and today I am performing the role of grammarian.
Right. Welcome once again, Toastmaster Ashish, to our meeting. Could I just ask the host to see if there is a spotlight happening? Because I'm seeing Toastmaster Regina on screen, just to make sure that I can see everybody that I'm talking to. And that's what I love. And I request if anyone is switch on your cameras, please, if you're not driving, to switch on your cameras. We would love to talk to each and every one of you. The Sergeant at Arms mentioned something which I wrote down on a piece of paper here, and that's nothing but RISE. Do you know what RISE stands for? Except for the Sergeant at Arms, because she just told about it. RISE is the virtues of Toastmasters International. Since we are all Toastmasters, we would have heard it time and again.
Yes.
But RISE stands for R,
Respect,
respect, I for
integrity,
integrity, S for
um, S for
Service,
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 and E for
excellence.
excellence.
excellence. I'm going to talk something about the last alphabet, E, excellence. Now, I'm having my TV on at the side, and there's a movie of Troy going on right now. I think pretty much most of you have seen the movie Troy or would have heard the battles of Troy that have taken place in the past. Troy and Spartans and so forth. And what comes to our mind when we hear that is battles, the wars that have won. And of course, there was a unique thing that they did in order to win that battle. But I'm not talking about that. Yes, Toastmaster Girija is talking about that horse that came in and they made and all the stuff. Correct. But what I want to talk is in our day to day lives, it's not a bed of roses. We might not be fighting a war that the soldiers are doing on the battlefield, but we do have some wars in our lives. It could be in your nearest kin, probably in our family. Maybe it could be in our neighborhood, in our friends and relatives. Misunderstanding, that's a battle. Probably looked down upon, that's another battle that we have to face. In work culture and environment, there are people that they don't recognize you. Maybe you feel let down. There's a battle that you fight. But how do you come out from all these battles? And the movie Troy really made me to think and specifically talk to you about this excellence today. Because soldiers, they go, and the person who's leading them in battle does not look at the previous battle that he lost. Every new battle is a new day, it's a new beginning, and there are opportunities to fight that and win. Now, the question is we think so much of the past that we carry the big luggage on top of us, be it in our married life or be it in our corporate environment. We look at what people are thinking and talking about us. That keeps on putting in our mind, and we carry that baggage as we move forward. And unfortunately, many of us don't reach the corporate ladder or in our life because we carry such weight on us. And those are dead weights, actually. Now, if I ask you to pull a 10 kilogram, those who go to a gym, 10 or let's say a 25 kilogram, it's quite heavy. It's quite heavy. Now, what if I say, take a jar, I have a jar here, and it's filled with water, right? And I tell you to hold this jar in front and hold it like that for 30 seconds. No big deal. It's okay. 30 seconds will fly off like that. But what if I tell you, Harish, hold this for another 5 minutes? Harish is strong. I'm sure he can do that for 5 minutes easily. 5 minutes have passed. You feel a bit numbness in your hand, but that's still fine. Toastmaster Kunal, I tell you to hold this for 1 hour. Probably could be a challenge. You will find numbness. But remember one thing, and then you might say, Rinosh, okay, enough. Let me keep it there. I already started getting cramps on my arms. But ladies and gentlemen, this jug of water did not change its weight. It's the same water that was there for 30 seconds, for 1 minute, for 5 minutes, for 1 hour. It didn't change its position, it didn't change its structure, nor did it build a weight. But all that I did was I was carrying it with me all the time. I just had to let go of that dead weight. So that when you do that, you reach to a high level and exceed your expectations. Let go of the baggages of life. It might be easy to say, but we as Toastmasters, can we take that one step in our lives, in our family, in our neighborhood, in our society, in the community, in our corporate life, to see how we can take one step ahead, to let go of the dead weight and help others rise in their values. Excellence does not mean that you're born with it. You grow, leaving out the impurities of life and making yourself to move forward. The person who's going to take us through this journey in the next couple of hours is quite new to Toastmasters. Well, not really if you see him do the Toastmaster a day. But though he's relatively a new entry into Toastmasters, I have seen him excel in the roles. And I'm so happy to see him take various role players in the past as well. He completed his engineering degree in flying colors and moved to Bangalore to work with a startup company. He is a Carnatic music fan and an ardent techno buff. Probably let's see if he puts some AI in today's topic. Never know. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together to welcome the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Harish Natarajan. Over to you.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. Good evening, distinguished Toastmasters and dear guests. It's an honor to be the Toastmasters of the day. Today's theme is Skeptic or Skeptic. Do not be cryptic. This theme is chosen for a reason. Jan 13 is International Skeptics Day. Skepticism is an attitude of doubt, an unwillingness to believe without conclusive evidence. A skeptic is a person who doesn't believe something is true unless he or she sees evidence. Cryptic, on the other hand, is someone who is secretive and ambiguous. Today's theme says we may have our own doubts about anything, but better not be secret. Is it good to be skeptic? Well, as we go ahead in the meeting, we'll discuss this further. Now, let us go ahead with the meeting. This meeting is divided into three sections. The first section is that of introduction of role players and prepared speech. The second section would be table topics section, which will be led by Eloquent Elite's Toastmaster Abhishek Kumar. The third section, evaluation section, again, I'll lead. During each section, the timer will introduce the timing guidelines separately. Now, we move on to the first section of prepared speeches. In every meeting, Toastmasters we have a general evaluator called GE. A general evaluator is all ears and all eyes. From the time the Zoom starts to when we say bye, every wrong step we take is observed and the GE presents a report at the end. Today, each one of you is general evaluator. Take your pen and paper to note down your observations. Now we move on to the next meeting role. Grammar is to language what our bone structure is to muscles. The bone structure gives form to our body. Similarly, grammar keeps language intact. If you were a skeptic, you would have asked me to prove it. So let me explain. Grammar is a set of rules that govern how parts of language are used. If you don't speak or write grammatically correct language with right pauses indicated by commas, you will be misunderstood. If I say, I'm very hungry, let's eat grandma, you will be shocked. I'm very hungry, let's eat grandma. The comma after eat denotes the pause. And now you heave a sigh of relief, isn't it? Grammarian today is Toastmaster Ashish Kali. He is from Mullen Toastmasters Club. He's pursuing MBA and his hobbies are singing and traveling. I invite Toastmaster Kale to explain the role of grammarian and share the word of the day. Over to you, grammarian.
You have to unmute yourself.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. I am Ashish Kale, and today I am performing the role of grammarian. Uh, can you all see my screen? I have shared word of the day.
We can see.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished Toastmasters, as grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of of any improper language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day, which you can see on your screen. So, word of the day is cynic. Meaning is a cynic person is a person who believes that people act only in selfish interest rather than acting for unselfish reasons. Sentence could be a few cynic thought that the income tax raid in the house of Bollywood star was all a publicity stunt. Synonyms are skeptic, pessimist, and misanthrope. So I would encourage all the speakers to please use this word cynic in your today's speech. All the very best to you. And I will present my report once called upon. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kale. Dear friends, if you play YouTube or open Instagram or Facebook, several advertisements pop up, persuading us to use fillers to hide page notes. Here in Toastmasters, an R counter tells us not to use any fillers. Today, our counter is Toastmaster Regina Ismail. She is Vice President Education at Indian Academy Toastmasters Club. Will you please explain your role as our counter?
Unmute yourself,
Yes.
please. Can't hear you.
Oh, sorry.
Now I can hear.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. My duty as a counter is to listen attentively to each speaker. Make a note of the following used by the speaker. The crutch sound, that is filled words, but, so, like, then, well, basically, absolutely, seriously, etc. Filled phrases, you see, I mean, etc. When called upon, I'll give a report of these speaking errors. I hope this report will help cure speakers of the annoying habit of vocalized pauses and getting rid of filler words. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Regina. A pilot announced, "Ladies and gentlemen, a very dangerous cloud." He paused, and all passengers panicked and began to scramble for life vests. The pilot repeated, "Ladies and gentlemen, a very dangerous cloud would have hit us hard if not for the timely maneuvering of Deputy Pilot Aman Sharma." Too many pauses or no pauses? Both can cause stress to listeners. I now invite distinguished Toastmaster Renos Thomas to explain the timing guidelines for the speaker, Toastmaster Girija Deshpande.
Thank you, Toastmaster Day, Toastmaster Harish. Once again, greetings to all fellow Toastmasters in the meeting. As timer, I will time the table topic speakers, the speech, and the evaluators. I will alert each speaker the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red cards, which will denote specific time remains. And at the end, when called upon, I will give my report. For the first section, we have the prepared speeches. We have one speech today, which is 10 to 12 minutes. At 10 minutes, I will display the green virtual background. At 11 minutes, I will display the yellow virtual background. And at 12 minutes, I will display the red virtual background, and you have 30 seconds grace period to wrap up. I'm sure this role is a non-cynical role. I have to do as per the time given to me, and we all hope to have an on-time scheduled meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Day.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Renos. If our speech evaluator and audiences were skeptic, they won't believe this timing rule unless they see it themselves on the website. Please meet Toastmaster Kunal Jani, Toastmasters from All Elite Advanced Toastmasters Club. He lives in Germany. Over to you, Toastmaster Kunal Jani.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Harish. Like distinguished Toastmaster explained about the first step that we should take, I'm here to talk about Toastmaster Girija Deshpande's last step she's taking in completing her path of innovative planning. This is a level 5 completion speech for her path, and here she gets a chance to reflect on her growth as she developed, whatever she developed in throughout the path, and she can do this by explaining some aspects about what the growth felt like. The timing has already been explained by Renos, and Girija, all the best for your last step.
Thank you, Kunal.
Over to you, Harish.
Thank you. Did you read out all the objectives? I hope so. I'm a skeptic. I will have to read them myself once. Will you send them for me to Toastmaster Girija? No, I'm just kidding. Speaker Toastmaster Girija Deshpande, are you ready?
Yes,
Can you see the timer?
yes.
Girija Deshpande, relief or regret? Relief or regret, Girija Deshpande.
Thank you. I'll just share the screen and then start. Give me a minute. Can you see?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Yes. So today I'm reflecting on the path innovative planning. Am I feeling relief? Oh, it's over? Or do I regret not having done something that I could have? That is a question. We move on from level to level. So first level, I started with the icebreaker, the habit of using we, never leaves. So that is one thing I learned with Toastmasters. Always speak in terms of we. unless you're pinning responsibility on somebody, do that so that you take people along. So level 1, project 1 was icebreaker. Innovative planning, that is the subject matter. So I thought I'm not going to chronologically narrate my story, but rather I would put primary values that I learned from my parents in different stages of life and how it contributed to me as a person, as an adult. So that is what I presented. Evaluator was distinguished Toastmaster Enosh Thomas. He appreciated the approach, and the feedback that he gave was something very important. Pause. Do not rush, which is my habit. When I'm emotionally charged, then I rush. And sometimes, even after learning that lesson, I forget it and get into that habit. So later on, again, I received that feedback from somebody. So what I mean to say is, habits die hard unless we repeatedly work on it and we are always mindful about it. That is some first lesson that I learned while doing this project. First is innovative planning. Think about everything, even doing the same thing. How can you do it differently and how can you add value? The second is sometimes you learn a lesson, but it doesn't always stay with you unless you are mindful of it for quite some time. Otherwise, habits die hard. The second project that I did was writing with a purpose. Now, lessons from King Lear. That is a play that was written by Shakespeare in the 14th century. How it is relevant today. That is what I wanted to convey. So there was a purpose to it. How is it relevant to today's generation? Why should people read it and how they are inspired? It was a challenge putting that entire 3-act play in just 5 minutes, 5 to 6 minutes. So it was a great experience working on it. And again, that was done with joint meeting with BKC Fireflies, and the evaluator was distinguished Toastmaster Santosh Akela. So he appreciated the dramatization and how it was made relevant to today. And he said, probably I should also connect with today's example. An example from King Lear's life and today what is happening and why it is relevant. So sometimes we think that things are obvious. There it is the question of, in King Lear, it is a question of children neglecting their father. So when I narrated that story, I assumed that, okay, people can narrate it, connect it with what is happening today. But he said, no, put it clearly there. Because not all the time, people who are listeners are there. Their mind is somewhere else. So they may not draw the analogy. So it's better that you put it on the table clearly. So that is another lesson learned. Now, project 3 of level 1, vocal variety and body language. This is again another play from Shakespeare, orientation from Othello. So how emotions can, blow us away and take our judgment for a toss. This is what was shown there. And that offered me ample opportunity to express myself with proper body language and vocal variety. The evaluator, Rajamanikam, was very happy with those things. And I must say that one of our members, she attended these two, new member, she attended the meeting, she watched King Lear and then the Othello thing, and she said, I want to join the club. And she joined the club after that. So I think that was one successful moment, because when you do a good project, it's not about you. Every experience is, every minute that others send with you, we have to give them value. So this is what I learned in those two, because somebody learned something from there and she chose to remain with us. So that is a great lesson for me. Then the next project 4A was this evaluation and feedback. My mother, the same speech I gave it, slightly changed the title because that was the advice. So if my mother, so I think this is hiding it, right? So here it is, my mother, my maker. And this was delivered at City Speakers Toastmasters Club, California. And the evaluator was Scott Silverman. I deliberately chose to deliver it there because the way children are brought up, the way we are tuned to philosophy, psychology, divinity by our parents, it is different. And it was highly appreciated. And he gave some feedback, which I incorporated. And then I gave the title, Love is a Verb. And then it is not just, it is everything expressed in action. So how mothers pour love to the children, and how when the time comes, children need to respond back. So this is what the entire story was. And this I presented at All Elite Advanced Toastmasters Club, where Kunal is also a member, and evaluator was Sapna Uri. And this was highly appreciated. So then we move to the next one, level 3. Now instead of level 3, I've just put it as level 2. Level 3 it is. So first we saw this level 1. Yeah, or level 1 we completed. Now we come to level 2. Level 2, project 1 is understanding your leadership style. So what are the various leadership style? Here again, instead of going chronologically, I took up several incidents in different parts of my life, and how different styles came through. Some were autocratic, some were democratic, some were compassionate, some were, assertive. All different styles came through. And so finally, I named it A Smile Goes a Mile. Throughout, what remained constant was that the people who were influenced, the response that they gave me was, your smile was what that won the entire scenario. The conflict or the challenge you overcame only because of the smile. That is the feedback that I got in different situations, though I might have handled them differently. So that is why I gave the title. And evaluator was Harish Natarajan, because he had to practice evaluation. So that is why I had given him he had consented to be my evaluator. Then the next topic was connect with your audience. And that was a project 2. Here I presented this along to the Gable students. So men are from Mars, women are from Venus, and evaluator was Renaud Thomas. I presented with men, a woman in a different hat, man in a different hat, talking in different voices, their life and their story, life story, and how they perceive love and how it is expressed. And finally, how they arrive at a compromise and understanding. And the children tremendously enjoyed it. And they said that we never knew that a topic like this could be presented in such a way. So they, in fact, watched that again and again at the Gavel Club, and they say we really enjoy that. So that is something I learned, that when we are talking to a younger crowd, how we need to change our body language. So that is what I learned, connecting with the audience. And probably I have to experiment it with different age groups, different professions. I will do that again and again in different paths when we take it, and see that I'm able to tweak my body language, the literal language that we use, as well as the context and gestures, so that it appeals to the people. Then the next one is level 2, project 3, introduction to Toastmasters mentoring. So here, this was again presented at City Speakers. Mentor or tormentor. That's the title I gave, because that was my experience. The first person who chose to be a mentor happened to be a tormentor, all the time asking you, is it ready today evening? If it is not ready today evening, then he will say, okay, this is not going to work out for you. So there was a lot of there were a lot of issues, and I did not know that I can change. For quite some time I was stuck with it, and I didn't have the heart to tell the person. I didn't have the courage to tell that person. I was silently blaming myself at every context. And then I happened to talk to Brilliant, and he said, distinguished Toastmaster Brilliant, he said, of course you can change. And he was surprised, and then I changed, and it changed the entire scenario for me. So mentor or tormentor, that was the topic. So here I learned that we need to have conviction in what we feel, and then the courage will come up. Until then, if you don't have the conviction, then you don't have the courage, then you don't speak. That's what I realized. Then the next one is a project, level 3, project 1. Here, present a proposal. The more, the merrier. So this is about membership, how to increase membership. We had gone down to, from 35, we had gone down to 7, and it was a real struggle. So at that point of time, I had prepared this. Now we have come down, we came up to 19 and now again we are back to 15. So that has been fluctuating. But that is what, and here the evaluator was Yashwant Tadepalli, and he also I presented at the joint meeting, Blending Beyond Borders. And then the next one was Building Bridges, Connect with Storytelling. And the evaluator was K. Thomas, Distinguished Toastmaster K. Thomas. Here I connected with a story that is told to children and how a person's, a child's life has been is in trouble because of certain terrorist attacks, and how the entire community comes together to safeguard the child. So that is what Building Bridges was. He was so touched by that because it is between a Hindu child and a Muslim child, and the Hindu child is taken care of by a Muslim man, and how the entire community come together so that the child continues to live in the custody of the Muslim man because they feel that he really loves the child, that even everybody around feel that. So that is very wonderful learning that came from that experience. The next is Love is Waiting. This again was evaluated by Abhishek Kumar, who is here right now, who's our table topic master today. And this talks about the love of a person, again, because it's using descriptive language. So at the age of 60, a person meets his lady love whom he had deserted long back. And what transpires? She lives still 35 years back, whereas he has traveled all the way along. And then he is tormented with guilt, the pain that he goes through, and how he tries to atone for the sin that he has done in his life. That's what I presented. And here again, I got back the same lesson that I got from our distinguished Toastmaster Reinhard Thomas right at night. He said, you are carried away by so much by emotion that you don't realize that the audience will take time to absorb that. So be slow when you're expressing emotions. It was so powerful, the man talking and the woman talking, but you are switching very fast, but probably the audience will not be able to do that. I take it, Abhishek, and that I realized that I have got to go slow. Then came level 4, project 1A, planning project successfully. That is conception of the Eloquent Elites Gavel Club. This I had to give in just 2 to 3 minutes. That was the project guideline. So how did I conceive it? Why did I conceive it? How did the Gavel Club come about? Who were the people who were working along with me? All that was presented. The next one is managing projects successfully. So the birth, how did it start? And how many members are there? Now we have got more than 35 members. We started with 20 members, and it's going strong. So that is what was explained here. So what I learned from these two is how we need to sink in with people from different strata of life, coming from different parts of India. They are their members. There are children between the age of 9 to 18, and how you try to see that nobody feels that it is unjust. So I try to group that 9 to 11 children present in one meeting, then children between 12 to 15 they present in one meeting, children between 15 to 18 present in one meeting. So I'm trying to tweak it. These are not told by the Gavel Club or the Toastmasters, but you understand the sentiments of parents, and I tell them that life is not always fair. It's not always that you will get this equity everywhere. But we try to give that to the children in the beginning so that they develop confidence. But when they go out in the international forum, there is a 11-year-old child competing with an 18-year-old child. So now they are coming up to it. So that has been my experience. Then the final project is project 2, public relations strategies, to be or not to be. So do I get so headlong into into social media? That was my thought. But then I started YouTube, Facebook separate page, Instagram separate page, and started WhatsApp groups. So I think I must have sent about 2,000 WhatsApps to get 25 members for Gavel Club. I'm not underestimate. I'm not, it is not a gross estimation. I have the net record. So that is the kind of work that we need to put in. But sometimes we never know. With one post, there are 4 or 5 people coming, and with another post, no response. I don't know. Then somebody told me that there are specific times in which you've got to post. So for LinkedIn, the best time to post would be between 11 to 12. For Facebook, it would be evening, 8 to 9. And for Instagram, right in the morning, people, the first thing they get up, they watch it. So this is something that I learned from LinkedIn. There are speeches that are being given there. There are training programs that are being given there. So when I attended, I learned this. So this was a great learning there. Now I come to level 5, project 1, high performance leadership, less is more. This was a very painful presentation that I made because I was going through a lot of pain. The club from 35, our club had moved to 9, and I was being poo-pooed. They said that, oh, you'll have to close down the club. Okay, it is not my personal pet project, but I started it with a mission. So, and I hope that I will be able to continue with it. From there, we moved to President Distinguished Club just in the second year. So that was something great. So how did it happen? How did we set the goals? How did we make people do the work? Even though the numbers were less, still everybody did put in their education goals and completed it. Everybody attended the training and we became President Distinguished Club. So that is what, and I also got the award for the in Outstanding Toastmaster of the Year. Then I did the project 2 where moderate a panel discussion. Joy Behance did the evaluation. He was one of the speakers there. How does Toastmasters facilitate professional growth? Something that everybody wants to know. That is what was discussed there. And it really could touch the core of the heart. And I send it to anybody who asks me, how is Toastmasters going to benefit me? So I send them and they watch and they come and tell me, yes, we got a lot of good feedback. So maybe when I get time, I will join at the earliest. So this is the response I'm getting. I'm hopeful that it will fructify. Level 5, completion. Today, Kunal Johnny is evaluating me. I'm reflecting the path and I'm wondering, have a relief or regret? Do I feel a sense of relief? Yes, relief, because the path, innovative planning was weighing on my head. Each time when I plan something, how can I present it differently? So innovation was required there. So there is a sense of relief. There is no sense of regret. And there is a sense of rejuvenation that I have learned certain very important lessons that will go a long way. And so I feel rejuvenated, freshened up. So relief or regret? No, it is rejuvenation. Thank you for being my fellow traveler, friend, and guide. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Girija. Great summing up of complete path. Can you please let us know the time taken, distinguished Toastmaster Ranush?
Sure, Toastmaster today. Our speaker was so moved into the project today that he has taken 18 minutes,
Oh, God.
29 seconds.
When the presentation was on, I couldn't see the timer, this thing. I don't know why. And I couldn't know how to go about it.
Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster today.
Thank you.
We do not have the polls for best speaker. Don't be cynic and say we have not prepared the polls, please. We had only one speaker, so there are no polls. I now hand over the podium to Toastmaster Abhishek Kumar, an MBA student who loves tennis and meditation. He also plays the ukulele. Over to you, table topic master.
Good evening, Toastmaster of the day, special invitees and guests. Table topics help members practice speaking and thinking on the feet. This helps us develop 4 vital communication skills: listening, thinking, organizing, and delivering. This table topic session is not limited to members only. I request members who have not spoken or played any role to take up this opportunity. Even guests can participate. I hope everyone gives this a shot. Please use the word of the day that grammarian has given today. Reminding you today's word of is cynic. You can use cynic, cynical, and cynicism also. You can volunteer to speak yourself by raising your hands or use the reaction icon. If not, I may have to call upon members randomly. Before we begin, I request the timer to call out the timing guidelines for the table topic round.
Thank you to Table Topic Master. The timing criteria for table topic speakers is 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll display the green virtual background. At 1 minute, 30 seconds, I'll have the yellow virtual background displayed on the screen. And at 2 minutes, I'll have the red virtual background on the screen, and you have 30 seconds to wrap up. Request all the table topic commentators to please ensure that you pin me. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, DTM Renosh. Okay, so let's begin. The theme of the day is to be skeptic, but don't be cryptic. Today, you have a choice between 1 to 7. Against every number, I have a 3 words combination. I will read the words aloud along with it. You have to use the word of the day, cynic, also. Can we have the first volunteer?
Dr. Sumant, why don't you? Yes, he has already put up.
That's great, Dr. Suman. So can you select a number between 1 to 7? Number 2?
Unmute
Dr.
yourself.
Sumant, you are on mute.
Number 2, please. Sorry. Mute.
Okay. So in number 2, you have coffee, dream, and friendship. And along with that, you have to use the word of the day.
So I have to speak on coffee, dream, and be yourself.
Yes.
Start now.
Sure.
My dear brothers and sisters, distinguished Toastmasters, good evening. Coffee, dream, and be yourself. I'm not cynical about coffee, but my best thing will be either milk or lemon, curd, yogurt. But dream, okay. I believe in dreaming to achieve something, to think about some optimistic future, serving society, rather than being cynical and being pessimistic. And being yourself, yeah, nicely selected topic, being yourself. I like to be myself, originally from a village, but then I see when I speak about my originality, people get attracted and they listen, because many of them are from cities, and they sometimes, with due respect, they miss the originality of the villages, the pure nature, the tabiai, original milk products and all the things. So I trust coffee is the one who makes many people, makes them wake up and without headache. But my cup of tea is not tea or coffee, is milk or yogurt and milk products. Yeah, so rather being cynical, I would start with milk, and start with dreaming, something which I can realize. And I try to motivate people, especially those who are cynical, and then try to make them optimistic. And then be original. Sometimes they feel shy. I said, no, be your original self. Don't feel shy. This is your own culture. This is your tradition. Follow them with your heart, and the success will be at your feet. Over to you, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dr. Shuman. Those were wonderful thoughts. Can we have the next volunteer for the table topics?
Don't have anybody who are not doing roles, so I volunteer myself.
Okay. Can you select a number between 1 to 7 except 2?
Okay, 1.
1. Okay. So allow me a moment. The word for you would be rain, adventure, and laughter.
Lovely. The word rain, adventure, laughter takes me back to my school days. I studied in a convent school, Dati Girls High School in Nagarkoil. Nagarkoil is at the tip of Tamil Nadu, Kanyakumari, where the 3 oceans meet and the sunrise and the sunset. You can simultaneously, moon rising and the sun setting. You can see simultaneously at the Arabian Sea. That is the beauty of the place. I was born there. Rains used to be so beautiful because most of the time you could smell the sand. You could smell the mango leaves, the red, pink mango leaves that are coming out. You could see the insects, new insects, which are sprouting wings and coming out, butterflies coming out. It used to be so beautiful. The adventure was in the beginning of that season, we would climb up to mango trees, even though my parents would say no, if they are not watching, try to take out whatever we can. There will be very few mangoes, but the fun was so much. And all of us would laugh so much because whenever we do something forbidden, there is so much laughter because they're hiding you from the others. Very harmless, simple things we used to do. There used to be swing, and we would all have fun on the swings, taking turns. Those were days when homemade sweets like groundnut and jaggery sweets were there. So we would share that with friends and have a lot of fun. So rain, adventure, and laughter is part of life. There is no place for cynicism, no place for stoicism. There was no place for being skeptic. Always there was a lot of positivity around, joy around. So childhood is a wonderful time. Wish we always remain children. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Girija, for taking us on our nostalgic trip. Next, can we have our Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster? Okay, we have Toastmaster Kunal Jani. Yes. Can you select a number between 3 to 7?
6.
6. Okay. So the 3 words that you get are art, hope, and journey. Over to you, Toastmaster Kunal.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master Abhishek. And art, hope, and journey. When we think about something that we want, we hope for the best. Even if a person says that I am a pessimist person, at the deep core, you always want something to happen because there is always an optimistic element inside you. Maybe it will be less at some point in time. It will be more at some point in time. That journey of increasing or decreasing your optimism or pessimism, that hope of defining your life in a beautiful way is always there inside, and it will change over the journey. What I mean to say is that our life is an art. We are the artists, and we are the ones who are the ones holding the toothbrush on the empty canvas of our life. So one should always think of good things when we are going to make a stroke on the canvas. This art is going to be something that you will be thinking at a later point in time. You may regret some strokes. You will be very happy for some, but that's all what makes that picture complete. And it's our job to make sure that this art is beautiful to us, if not to the next person next to us. But it should be the most beautiful piece of art in your eyes, in your opinion. This is our life is a very important journey, and it should be always like that. Over to you, Table Topic Master. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kunal, for taking us on a journey through life and a wonderful take on the strokes that we might miss. Next, can I invite our Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Regina, to attempt a table topic?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you select a number between 3 to 7 except 6?
4.
4. The 3 words for you are book, music, and silence.
Thank you, Table Topic Master, for this beautiful topic. Books, music, silence. When I heard these 3 words together, I just want to go to my school days. Because in my +2 life, I was always used to go to library to read books, and sorry, can you hear me? Okay. When I come to my home, I used to listen to music, and so these are the main things which I did in my school days actually. So reading books, hearing music, these are the main my favorite things to do. So that when I hearing music, my mom used to scold me. But in school, when I go to school, I like to spend most of the time in library as well. In college days also, I like to read books. And I don't know, when I reach home, I used to hear music also. So when I just when I see this topic, so I just flash memories when I use connect these 3 words actually. So nowadays also I like to read books, and yeah, of course, yeah, that's it. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Regina.
Thank you.
DTM Renosh, do we have time for more topics?
Looking at the
Time is
time,
up. So
we have to wrap it up here.
we'll have to wrap it.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for attempting the table topics. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Harish.
I think Renosh will give the timing taken by the speakers. Then we launch the poll. Then Harish will take over.
Okay.
You would like to call me
Yes, please.
Topic Master?
Timing taken.
All right,
Toastmaster.
thank you. Thank you, Table Topic Master. The time taken for our 4 table topic speakers are as follows. Toastmaster Dr. Suman has taken 2 minutes, 8 seconds. Toastmaster Girja has taken 2 minutes, 11 seconds. The third commentator was Toastmaster Kunal, had taken 1 minute, 32 seconds. And Toastmaster Regina, 1 minute, 41 seconds, and all the 4 are qualified.
I've launched the poll. Seven of 9 participants have voted. One more person can vote, I think. Okay, I'll close it because it's not happening. I'm sharing the results. You all can see. Thank you so much for voting for me. It was pleasant experience listening. Thank you.
Thank you, DTM Renosh and Toastmaster Girija. Now I hand over the session to Table Topic Master of the Day, Toastmaster Harish.
Thank you on a well-conducted session of the team, Toastmaster Abhishek. Now we move on to the most important section of Toastmasters, that is the evaluation section. All speakers and role players will get immediate, constructive, clear, and specific feedback. Distinguished Toastmaster Renosh, will you please demonstrate timing guidelines for this section?
Sure, Toastmaster Day. Once again, greetings everyone present here. For the evaluator, the timing criteria is as follows. It is 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will display the green virtual background. At 2 minutes, 30 seconds, the yellow virtual background will come on screen. And at 3 minutes, you will see the red virtual background and you've got 30 seconds to wrap up. Please do ensure to pin me as I speak. Over to you, Toastmaster Day.
I invite speech evaluator Kunal Jani to present his evaluation of the path completion speech by Toastmaster Girija.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, and a special good evening to Girija. Congratulations on completing your level 5, innovative planning path. It has been a journey of 1.5 years for you. That's a great, long time, and shows that, and the speech that you gave us showed us that you have put a lot of planning, some innovative planning into your path. Think about Edmund Hillary in 1953 when he's about to take the last step to reach the summit of Mount Everest. I'm sure he was rejuvenated too when he took that last step, and I'm sure you are feeling the same right now. Talking about your speech, the first thing that I loved about it was that you took a daring approach to reflect on your path. You had shown us each and every bit of your path starting from August 2022 to January 2023. You have shown us every detail, and the good thing that was that you gave us every bit of crucial information that you learned about yourself, about all the evaluators that they gave you the recommendations. You showed us all of that in a nice and clear way. So having said that, I also like to mention that I loved the way you took stories, innovative stories, talking about Shakespeare to your own mother. All the speech titles were really innovative in my eyes, and they caught my eye. Every title caught my eye. That was amazing, and that was something innovative that definitely you took in this path. Having said that, these things, there are something that I would like to give you as my recommendation, which I show. First is obviously the timing. You took 18 minutes to sum up your 1.5 years of your path, and this can be obviously put it in a more concise manner. In my opinion, if you had maybe taken just the levels, give 1 or 2 bit of information about each project, and then summarize each level, that would have been more effective for us to know what you learned in that level, what you gained as an innovative planner. That is something that you should keep in mind the next time you complete your path, another path. Too much information was given to us. It was nice, as I said, it was great to see the different types of stories you chose. It was nice, obviously, but too much information can make the audience befuddled, and people will stop thinking at one point in time with the amount of information that you gave us. So limit the information that you are putting in your speech up to the bare minimum and clear and concise points. And at the end, I would say that it was a great speech. Yes, the timings were off. The approach was good, but you could have done it in a better way, knowing what kind of speaker you are. And I'm sure you will do it the next time. I will say that you will definitely do it the next time. You are a great innovative planner in my eyes. And just to summarize, make sure to add 2-3 points every time you complete a path. What were the most important 2 things that you learned in the path? Because you have dedicated a lot of time of yourself into this, and we want to know what changed did Girija get from doing that. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
It was a well-rounded evaluation, Toastmaster Kunal. A million thanks. Now, can we have the grammarian's report?
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Today, word of the day was cynic, and kudos to you, Toastmaster Suman. You used this word thrice. Toastmaster Girija used this word cynic once. And also, we not only used the word of the day, but we also used the synonym optimism, and which was used by Toastmaster Kunal. So kudos to you too. So today, prepared speaker of the day was Toastmaster Girija, who shared her encouraging Toastmaster journey. She has made use of some good vocabulary like strata or rejuvenation, and I could not catch any erroneous usage of the word or erroneous grammatical sentences. So kudos to you all the speakers, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
To Toastmaster Ashish Kale. May I request Toastmaster Regina to give the R counter report?
Good evening once again. During the meeting, I could mark down our speaker, Girija Deshpande. She has used, 2 times, twice, and thrice. And Toastmaster Dr. Sumant Mishra, he has used 2 times. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
For that, may I request a timer present the report?
Sure. Thank you once again. The time taken by our evaluator, Toastmaster Kunal, was 3 minutes, 6 seconds. Over to you, Toastmaster Day.
Thank you. May we have the polls for the auxiliary rules?
I'll launch just. Again, 7 out of 8. So I think I'm ending the poll. I cannot vote anyway. Sharing the results. Congratulations, distinguished Toastmaster Ranosh Thomas. Thank you, Ashish Kale and Regina Ismail for doing your roles so effectively. Thank you so much. Yes. You can go ahead now. Over to you.
Yeah. Thank you and congratulations to all the winners. I'll close with a small story. A poor, uneducated plumber was asked to repair the overhead tank of a flood because the walls were wet. The plumber said the problem cannot be with the tank. Why only that particular wall is wet? All other walls below the tank are dry. The owner said, "Okay, you break down the wall and put me up a new one." The plumber looked closely and said, "The entire wall is not wet. Only one corner is wet. So I want to check only that part." The owner was a cynic. He said, "If you think I'll pay you more because you take more time, let me tell you, I'll not pay you for time. I'll pay rupees 500, only whatever you do." The plumber was quietly inspecting the wet portion. He drilled a hole on the wet part and saw there were many pipes behind the wall. And this portion of the pipe behind was leaking. The owner said, "Now change the pipe. Problem solved." The plumber said, "Only in one junction there is a leak. So let me check again. He took out the nail and saw that the washer around there was loose. He said, the loose washer is the culprit. The washer only cost rupees 10. Okay, change the washer and go now, the owner said. The plumber said, sir, so many pipes are there. Why are the others not leaking? He opened up a good pipe and saw the nail and washers were of different brands. He checked a few more pipes. He said, in all other pipes, Tiger brand nails and washers were used, and only in this leaking pipe, there was a different brand of washer. You can ask the builder to repair the whole wall, sir, and as compensation, he would pay you at least a lakh. He took a spare washer from his kit and replaced the leaking pipe and left. The rich, educated owner was left gaping in wonder. So, skepticism is very often good. Can we have the polls for primary role players and for the quality of the meeting? Your opinion is valuable to us. Please share any suggestion on Zoom chat. Over to you, presiding officer.
Thank you, Toastmaster Day. Can we have the polls on the screen?
Yes.
So all those who are present in this
And
meeting, you will
I
be
want for
having the
best
best
primary role player launch now.
on the screen.
Yes.
The Toastmaster of Day, Toastmaster Harish, and Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Abhishek.
6 out of 8. 7 out of 8. 6 out of 8 only have voted, I think.
Sorry, I didn't get the poll, ma'am.
I don't know, it's showing, but can't do though.
Toastmaster Regina, then you can do one thing. You can send your preferred option to Toastmaster Girija in chat. The
Yeah.
options are Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Harish, and Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Abhishek. You can send it as a chat to Toastmaster Girija and she can count it.
Yes.
Sometimes
Yes, sir.
technology
Done.
might
Done.
be
Done.
challenging, but this is the best that we can make use of it.
You sent?
Yeah, I did it.
Achha, you could vote?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Done
Oh,
it.
TK, yeah, that's why it shows 7, 8. Okay. So I'm showing the results, sharing the results. Congratulations, Harish, for garnering the maximum votes. Congratulations, Abhishek, for a very interesting table topic session. I'm stopping the sharing.
And we have the poll
Now
for
there is the poll for the audience poll. Yes. Very simple poll. It won't take much time. Please request everybody to give your opinion because that matters to us. We learn from that. The first question is, which one of these do you like the best in the meeting, in today's meeting? You can choose one. So I've written, I got here only one vote. Okay. 2, 3. Okay, 5, 7.
While the polls are being submitted, I'll just request once this is done, Toastmaster Girija will present the result of the poll on screen. You would just have 2 to 3 minutes. Anyone on the floor could just throw in your ideas to help us understand how we can enhance this meeting. Of course, there were two questions. Probably would just love to hear anyone if you could raise your hands and then mention some of your ideas and suggestions how we can enhance that as well. And so today, as the Toastmaster Day mentioned, the general evaluator is not just one. All 9 of us over here are the general evaluators of today. So that's the creativity. That's the difference that we would like to hear. 9 voices, 9 ideas, how we
Sharing
can
the results
enhance.
now. Yes.
All right.
That's
We
it.
have, so the best that you loved in the meeting was following the protocols, and what requires improvement is creativity. Can I call Ashish, Toastmaster Ashish, you're raising your hand. Go ahead.
Yeah, as today I was performing the role of grammarian, I shared word of the day. But in addition to that, we can also share idiom of the day and phrase of the day and any grammatical tip also.
Okay. Yes, you can mention grammatical errors, anything that you loved, certain phrases that you loved in anyone's speech or table topic commentators. If they're given anything that you loved, you can even do that.
We present
If
them.
there are any mistakes, grammatical errors, you could
No,
mention that as well. See, we are all here to hear out,
the way
improve
I
ourselves.
the way I showed the word of the day, in addition to that, we can show idiom of the day, like both at the same time.
You can do that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Our intention is for all the guests to start using the word of the day. Okay, idioms, phrases, we'll all keep on. We want to make sure they keep using this. And I think one of our suggestions before was how we can use the previous meetings word of the day as well into the next meeting.
Next meeting.
So that we keep,
Okay.
it's not just for this meeting, 2 hours, we use it and then it dies off. Then never I'm going to use cynical in my life. Unless tomorrow someone comes and puts that word cynical in the next meeting, then I'll remember. Toastmaster Ashish had asked this before, but then we forget. So some of the suggestions came in how we can continue that practice of
So
using the
today,
word.
actually, we had skeptic, cryptic, and cynical. Three new
Mm.
words which we don't use so often, but they are very important. So,
Yeah.
like you said, probably
Point.
we should use it often so that we can get it. Yes.
I think
Any other
thanks,
suggestion,
Toastmaster
please?
Ashish. Point noted, idioms, phrases is a good suggestion.
Anybody
Someone, I
else?
mean, one of the
Kunal, would you
things that
like to say
needs
something?
improvement was mentioned as creativity. So can someone who mentioned or anyone who had mentioned that, just let us know how you would like us to maybe
More
evolve,
creative.
change the way that we do, any ideas in creativity. I'll just open the floor for another 2 minutes. Anybody would like to give your feedback? Members even, not just guests, anyone or any nine of us can give our suggestions. Okay.
Yes.
Seeing no one raise their hands.
Yeah. You can unmute and talk, please. Just unmute and share. Any suggestions for more creative approach?
We are nearly good on time.
Yeah.
Got another 1 minute. We can then wrap it up, but just would like to hear if anyone has anything to specifically say anything, then we can take it from there. Okay. I just have one thing which I would like to see we enhance this in our next meeting is table topic master. You did a fantastic job. I loved all the topics, no doubt about it. The only thing is that we can repeat that question one more time. I know you had it in your background, it was easy to see, but if you're not able to see it, especially those who are on the mobile phones, maybe you'll just say the question and then table topic speaker so and so, table topic speaker so and so, and the topic once again. Just
Correct.
give some time. That's one thing on my side.
I think no specific suggestions on how to improve creativity. I think we'll have to apply our mind and see how we can make it more interesting, more.
That's the challenging thing here. We
Yes.
just want to hear your ideas. All right. Then I'll wrap it up over there. Thank you so much, everyone, for being part of this meeting. We had people coming from Germany. I'm sitting in Dubai, Toastmaster Girja in Canada, in US. We have people from India, Kuwait, Dr. Sumant. So again, it's kind of global, Joe. We are just nine of us. It's quite a lot of variety in that as well. I loved it. I also take this moment to thank we have invitees today. So Toastmaster Ashish was the grammarian for the day. Thank you so much for accepting this invite and coming over to our meeting as the grammarian. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ashish. We also had the speech evaluator who joined us as an invitee. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kunal, for coming over to our meeting. Certificate at Arms, Toastmaster Regina, we had the TMOD Harish, we had speaker, the only speaker today, we had Toastmaster Girija. I will come to that in some time. We had interesting table topic session, loved it as well, Toastmaster Abhishek. And let's give a big round of applause to all the role players, regardless whoever wins. That's end of the day, it's based on the vote. But I think we all did our roles. It's not easy to coordinate with multiple people sitting in different countries and doing this. So
Can you
hats
share
off
the
to each and every
certificates
one
now?
of you for doing that.
Do I share the certificates now?
Please, you can do that as well. You can share that on screen. I
Yeah.
would also take this moment to place on record that the virtual background that you see today. Okay, let's go ahead. So this is, okay, I hand it over to you, Toastmaster Girija. Go ahead and you can
Yes. So virtual
present the
background is
certificates.
again prepared by me. It is regarding the topic that we have in hand, stoicism, and how it is different from denial, where so that it shows how is it important to be. So here we have the certificates. So certificate of appreciation presented with gratitude at the online joint meeting of Eloquent Toastmasters, Indian Academy Toastmasters, St. Paul Toastmasters for graciously guiding us as speech evaluator to Kunal Jani, signed by Renosh Thomas. Then we have got the certificate of appreciation for grammarian Ashish Kale. I will send to both of you. Then we have the certificate of recognition. Here I will have to change my name and put that. For the table topic speaker, best auxiliary role as timer, Renosh Thomas. So that closes the whole thing. And yes, primary role, best primary role, Harish Natarajan. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Girija. And as I just mentioned, the virtual background that you see on the screen, okay, let me just put mine as well, was designed by VPE Toastmaster Girija. Big round of applause to her. She has been designing wonderful virtual backgrounds. Makes me feel homely here anyway. So that's well done. And also the agenda for today that you have seen, very clear, very apt. You see, you'll understand exactly the time, the duration, when you have to do, how you need to do it. Each and everything is quite detailed. And that has been done by Toastmaster Girija herself as well. So big round of applause to her. Before I adjourn the meeting, today we had in a normal scenario, if we have an icebreaker speech, we do a standing ovation because that person gives the first speech of his or her journey in Toastmasters. Today, Toastmaster Girija has completed her path, innovative planning.
It's the
And today
second
she's
part that
completing
we
that.
completed.
Second path, I am sure she's on the way to the DTM project. But having said that, she's completed her path. Can we all recognize her efforts by giving her a standing ovation? I, as the presiding officer for today, will definitely stand, if not on behalf of everyone over here, if we could do that, just to recognize the effort, the hard work that she has done. And well done, Toastmaster Girja. Congratulations on completion of your second
Thank you.
path.
My pranam to everybody. Thank you so much. I wouldn't have done it without you. That's where the last slide said that you're all my fellow travelers, my guide, mentor, everything. And people who have inspired me day in and day out. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Girija. Wishing each and every one of you a wonderful time ahead. Some of you might be close to midnight. I'm not going to take some more time and say good morning to you. But having said that, I enjoyed the meeting, though we are few of us, and I'm sure all of you enjoyed the meeting as well. And before I wind up, let us rise to the occasion, just like the value of those masters. With that, let me adjourn today's meeting.
And let's have a group photograph, please.
Yes, let's do that. Okay, we have all of them on the screen. All right, I'll take a photo. Here we go. Thumbs up, smiles, emojis, hit anything that's there on the screen. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I've taken one. Just give me one more minute. You can do another pose if you wish. That's fine. But just keep the smile on the screen. There we go. I love it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Done. Thank you so much.
You.
Right. Toastmaster Girija, you
Excellent,
can
wonderful.
stop the recording.
Yes, I'll do that.